I want to take just a moment and explain to my fellow peers what's going on with these tariffs and the current U.S. stock market. In the past 24 hours, I've had 3 of my peers, fellow Gen Z members in high school and college, stop me in the grocery store and restaurants and at church asking, Brylan, what is going on with the stock market? You promised us a vote for President Trump would be a vote for a strong economy, yet my stock app is showing that stocks are crashing. What is happening? On Wednesday of last week, what we've dubbed as Liberation Day, President Trump announced that no longer will the United States be trampled on. Well, what does that mean in this context? Well, previously, nations have put enormously high tariffs on the United States, taking advantage of our country, and nobody said anything about it. No presidents addressed it, nobody put anything back against it, so they were just left to put these, say, 50 and in some cases 100% tariffs on the United States. That's insane. So in response to, say, a 50% tariff on the U.S., President Trump's plan is putting a 25% tariff on that nation in response. That is called winning. That is called long-term success for the United States. First of all, this is how we pay off our debt. So we talked a lot on the campaign trail when I spoke on college campuses about the $34 trillion that the United States is in debt. It's going to affect you and I, our generation. It is saddling Gen Z more than it's saddling the white-haired people sitting in the halls of Congress right now that really should be sitting in nursing homes. They don't care, but you should care because it's going to affect us and our children. And that's pretty unfortunate. Thankfully, President Trump is addressing that. These tariffs will start to pay back some of that debt that the United States owes. Second, this is short-term pain for long-term gain. This will be successful over time, but right now the stocks are emotional and freaking out. That's all right. That's expected. But third, I just want to highlight that this is exactly what the American people voted for. In no way is this a surprise. President Trump won with a mandate from the people in every single swing state with an overwhelming landslide last November. And in every speech that I went to with the president, he made very clear that tariffs were his plan for economic success, for liberation and the golden age of America. And that's exactly what he's doing. Promises made, promises kept. Just pause for a moment and look at the people complaining about the tariffs. Is it your everyday, hardworking, blue-collar American with calluses on their hands sitting out in their agricultural fields? It's not. Those people are ecstatic about this. They're giddy at the fact that American-made is no longer just a bumper sticker, but our economic strategic policy for our country. Who are the people complaining about these tariffs? The blue-haired liberals sitting in their plushy Washington, D.C. studios who have never held a job in their entire life. They were given a talking point memo script from their bosses at the DNC, and they've screamed, and they've screamed, and they've screamed. That's what you're seeing on your For You page. That's what's freaking you out. And when you sit and explain it like this, that, hey, this is actually good. For once, we're fighting back. We're going on the offense. That's a winning strategy. As I said on the campaign trail, you can't win a football game by just playing on defense. You got to go on offense. President Trump knows that you can't be a successful country by just playing on defense. You also got to go on offense.